What's up, guys? It is Kamal here at GamerGains TV, and today we are going to be bringing you yet again a Diablo 2 video. I've seen, I believe, how it's pronounced, Djuntas, do a couple different build videos on melee source, so I decided to highlight mine. So as you see, the weapon 6-socketed phase blade, just attack speed and light faceted. The dual dream, which is pretty standard for the melee source build. Mara's kaleidoscope, just because I haven't found anything better. Enigma, simply for the magic find. There's a couple other buffs on there that are as well used as well. The night smoke, the reason I use that is the 50% damage taken going to the mana. Immortal Kings for the magic find as well as the attack rating, and the increased attack speed. That's a really important thing on this build. You'll see with my Grand Charms, the first one that you see is just a random one that I found throughout my magic finding. I think I found that on one of the last couple runs that I had done, so I figured I'd just keep it. And then the switch, the basic Spirit Monarch with the CTA. For the Mercenary, we do have the Infinity, we have the Enigma. Why did I put Enigma on him? I think I started using him when he was lower level. That's why I put the Enigma on, so he could still wear everything. But whatever, that's neither here nor there. So he's pretty much just there for the Infinity. The reason that I wanted to highlight this build, or I wanted to do this build, is because this is actually one of my favorite builds in Diablo 2. It is the melee build. I've tested theories with doing the bear source, and I wasn't very fond of it just because it's not very quick. It's quick in clearing and it's very tanky, but the traveling is very slow. You can't teleport in bear form, so you've got to go bear and then walk, and there's also a lot of pre-buffs that are pretty much required in order to do the bear source. So this, you can just hop into a game, as you saw, throw the buffs on him, and then just run through and do your magic finding. As you can see, it does a fair amount of damage. It is pretty fucking tanky, and the reason why is because of the build setup. So as I mentioned, the Night Smoke, 50% of the damage I take goes to mana. I also have Energy Shield, which puts it at, I believe it's 88%. I'm not looking at it right now. Actually, I could look at it and see. So, where's it at? Pull up Diablo real quick and look. Alright, so my Energy Shield, it is at 84% unbuffed, so I believe it goes up to 88% with everything, with the weapon switch and what have you. Yeah, 88%. So, I have the 88% mana shield, so 88% of the damage I take goes to my mana, but because my telekinesis is leveled up to the point that it really is only about half of the damage that I take going to the mana. And then also to make my life, just a little bit, I guess, more applicable, I also have the Night Smoke to do the 50%. I know I'm kind of rambling about that, but whatever, deal with it. So as you can see, I was able to down the other two pretty quickly. This one has stone skin, so yeah, I mean, even my static just isn't really doing anything to him. But I mean, as you can see, he's not really doing much to me either. One thing that I did forget to do until later on in the video was show the talent setup, the way that I have the build set up talent-wise. So I guess we'll just kind of wait until I start highlighting those, and I'll go over them with you. So enjoy for this Mephisto kill. I will say though that there are a couple pretty significant weaknesses to this build. The main one being poison damage, which is why I put enough life to get about 1k life buff. And then as you'll see at different points throughout this video, if you get hit with mana burn, it can be pretty detrimental. But that really goes for any energy shield type build. I mean, if you get hit with mana burn, you're pretty much fucked. But it's honestly not as bad as it seems. I'm able to, I run Bale with this build. I solo Bale. I run Diablo consistently. Mephisto, and Dariel. And Dariel is pretty much a one-shot about a quarter of the time. Quarter of the time I kill Andariel, it's just one hit and she fucking drops. The damage that I have on this build right now is 58,000 for the hit, or per hit. So it's a pretty substantial smack to the face when you do hit these mobs.
Hail to you, champion.
And then this right here, I do kill a couple mobs here in the start just to show the standardary tankiness of the build, and then I just go ahead and boot scoop boogie straight to the seals, pop the seals, and just because to take an extra 2 or 3 minutes to run the full Chaos Sanctuary, I didn't really want to bother you guys with that. Not only that, but I don't have I don't have a belt full of full rejuves, so it makes it a little bit more complicated. I mean, you are going to need the full rejuves while you're doing some of the runs on here, especially Chaos Sanctuary. I found out that Chaos Sanctuary, the rejuves definitely help a lot. That's the main place that I go through my full rejuves. But I mean, a quick little farm in Act 1, or I mean, really, you can run through Karast and restock your full rejuves pretty quickly, pretty significantly. I think I have right around 200% Magic Find, if I'm not mistaken, on this character. I know there's, what is it, about 88 on... Is she 88? There's almost 90 on Enigma, and then there's also Magic Find on my boots or my gloves. I think it's the gloves that have the Magic Find. Or no, the boots that have the Magic Find, the gloves that have the attack speed. And then I have my Magic Find small charms, my Geeds, just different items to make finding useful things a little bit better. Obviously not as much Magic Find as my Barbarian, but my Barbarian is built for mass amount of Magic Find, as much Magic Find as I could get on him, really. So with this character, I just kind of searched for getting to the breakpoint. The breakpoint, if I remember correctly, reading through, was about 150. At 150 or 200% Magic Find, that's the first breakpoint where you start getting substantially more items, where it actually makes a significant difference. And then, as you'll see, fucking Lord Decease, he is a massive fucking thorn in my side. I can't stand this guy. He's a pain in the ass, but I mean, it's still pretty easy cheesy, even though they've got mana burn and the poison damage. And then because I've only played the game for maybe about 10 or 20 Magic Find runs in the past 8 or 9 months, I accidentally popped these last 2 seals in the wrong order, so it kind of fucks up my mojo, but that's not a problem. I'm still able to run through and take care of everything, get everything done, get everything down the way that it's supposed to. That way I can go and kill Diablo. Alright, so here's the Diablo kill. Standard practice before you fight a boss rebuff. And as you can see, it took 2 connected hits, and he dropped. Quick and easy. So here's the build. Obviously, you're going to want to max enchant. Touch telekinesis, you want to have it about 30, maybe a little bit higher. Energy shield, like I said, try to keep it around 88%. Damage goes to my mana. Max out lightning, mastery, and then also just for that extra little bit of damage boost, I put all my extra points, all my remaining points into what is it called? Thunderstorm, just because it does add a little bit extra damage. Now, I would suggest, and what I should have done when I did this build, and I may go back in theory, do a little bit of theory crafting, a little bit of testing, and see how it works with putting those points into, putting just 1 point into Thunderstorm, and trying to put as many points into Warmth as I can. I think it might make the tankiness or the defensive of the class a little bit better. But you guys, here it is. This is my melee source build. If you like it, if you enjoy it, please click the like button, click the subscribe button if you haven't. Leave some comments down in the section below of what you want to see next.